I've been writing for a very long time, more than 10 years that I'm sure. But if I have to really go back and see, then I started writing when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. Like I used to cut out pages from my notebooks, stitch them up, and write fairy tales, like not original ones, but I used to do a mashup of Cinderella, all kinds of fairy tales that I knew. But then after that I stopped writing for a while, and I started again during 7th or 8th grade, and since then I've been writing non-stop. I get my story ideas just by keeping myself awake of what's happening around me. Like if I sit and think, it doesn't work that way. Like I'll just get a headache and end up with it. But yeah, it could be when I'm watching a movie or looking at some photos, something like that. It's not like that. It comes every day also. Like I have to be really lucky to get it. It happens. It can happen anytime. So I have to keep my phone with me, and when the idea strikes me, I have to note it down before I forget it. And when I have time, I'll go through all these notes that I have, and I'll like if it sounds good, I'll rearrange them and I'll make a story out of them. Back then, I was not much into what inspired me or not, but through writing, I could make anything I want possible. For example, if I want to write a very good car, I could do it. So there was so much freedom in writing. So it was kind of making my dreams come true. Dreams that I could not make possible in my life at that time. Because of course we are from very humble and poor backgrounds, so there are lots of things we want. But lots of things that we want but we cannot have. But through writing, I was like just having fun. I was making all things possible, and that was how I started. When I started out, I was very shy also. I had to come out of my shell to share my work with my friends. And my family was also not very supportive of it because like we are from a very humble background, and the one thing that they wanted most for me was to study hard and get a very stable job, not to worry about finances for the rest of my life. And during times like that, telling my family that I wanted to be a writer was just like telling them that I wanted to be poor for the rest of my life, because that is what we expect writers to be. Like it's very hard to get there. So to have my family accept it was also hard. And if I have to talk about now, the biggest challenge is time management. Like I am a student and I am also a writer, but since I'm paying for my education by earning through writing, I have to write also, but at the same time I have to study also. So there's like choosing priority is very hard, what I should give more time to. Yeah. When I imagine about my future, definitely there's writing in it. I hope to write until I die, but it gets scary sometimes because we don't know what the future holds, what might happen to me. And what if I don't get publishers, or what if I'm just writing at my place for the rest of my life and not making it big? But I hope, because now I'm earning a little bit to help me get through. So that was I thought that was impossible when I started out, but it's happening now. So mostly I'm quite positive about what's gonna happen next, but I also need to work hard for it. And when I think about my future, it's mostly I don't want to be just writing also. When I write, it's not about making it big. Like when I was young, I wanted to be a writer like J.K. Rowling, but now it's not so much about that. These days I'm writing stories that are that focuses on my culture. So when I think of my future, I want to write books that reflects my culture, something that young people my friends or people who would come after me can be proud of. Like we have beautiful things in this part of our land too, so I want to do more about showing what we have to the rest of the world, because right now we are also very underrepresented society, and I want to bring that out to the rest of the world, and I hope to do that in the future in a very good and better way. Wattpad is a free app. initial times it was not for earning, and I started earning first by joining that other app, Inkit. And my elder sister was very skeptical about it. Is it like a scam or something? Like, she did not trust it even after I showed her that I signed this contract. But after I got my first paycheck, I pulled out the money from the ATM, I laid it out on my bed, took pictures, and I sent it to her, and she was so excited. So that was my first paycheck, and I used that money to pay my hostel fee, a little bit to enjoy myself as well. And yeah, the most exciting thing so far is that a few months back I took my father for his treatment to Guwahati, so that was like the biggest achievement that I did with my money. And mostly I've been paying my school fees, so that's what I've been doing with my money. If you are aspiring to write or trying to do something that is out of the job list of our society, like if you want to do something different, and if it is not accepted by your family or your society, like if people if we're trying to do something different, like we are bound to look something, we're bound to come across looking odd, and sometimes we might seem stupid also to other people, but that's bound to happen, and we have to accept that. That's a part of it. That's the cost of wanting to do something that you're passionate about, something different. And like, if you want to be a writer specifically, you have to start writing. Like, we have to start somewhere. We can't be just dreaming. Of course we can dream, but we have to take action also. It's not that I'm already there. Even me, I am struggling on my own right now. I don't know what the future holds. Sometimes I do get scared. Sometimes I look back and think if I am doing something stupid, like if I would make it. But I still have, but because I have that passion, I want to keep doing it, and I'm finding joy by writing, so I don't want to stop. So we have to take that, we have to be, let's say, be strong and courageous enough to look stupid and do what we love, enjoy. I think we deserve that. Yeah, we deserve to be happy, we deserve to do the things that we are passionate about. My name is Hermyne KHALING, and this is my ARASAM.